You know, you might find this unbelievable, but I love Panda Express. Most comedians love Panda Express. And so I went to China because I was hoping they'd have a Panda Express, but they don't. I was on a little tour with some people, and I was like, "Excuse me, tour leader?" And he's like, "Yes, you have a question?" I'm like, "Well, we've been walking for over an hour, and I'm starving." And the guy's like, "Don't be worried, we'll be taking lunch very shortly." And I'm just like, "Would you just mind pointing me in the direction for a Panda Express?" And the guy's like, "We don't have Panda Express." And I'm just like, "Are you kidding? That's like the biggest reason I came." The guy's just like, "On this tour," and I'm like, "To this country." And he's like, anyway, so we'll be taking lunch at our next stop very shortly, which, everybody, is the Great Wall. And I'm just like, "Wait, what now? Wait, what is this?" And he's just like, "The Great Wall. It's literally what China is known for." So he was just telling me you stole this idea for a wall, and the guy's just like, "I don't follow." And I'm like, "We've been talking about this wall for a decade." And the tour guide is like, "Well, the Great Wall is over 2,000 years old." And I'm like, "Wow, 2,000 years, remarkable." The tour leader is just like, "It really is a marvel." And I'm like, "No, I mean, it's remarkable on how you've been around for 2,000 years and you still don't have a Panda Express." There was this other time when I took a trip to Italy for something completely separate. And I was on another tour, and I noticed this building falling over, and I'm like, "Excuse me, tour guide man?" And he's like, "Yes, you had a question." I'm like, "I do have a question. Why is that building falling over?" The tour guide is just like, "Don't worry, it's just leaning." Hence the name, the Leaning Tower of Pisa. And I'm just like, is this some weird Pride Month thing? And the guy's like, "I don't follow." And I'm just like, "It's July. I thought we were past this." And the guy's like, "No, it has nothing to do with that." And then I'm just like, "Can't have a straight Tower of Pisa. Gotta go into the woke mom phase." But the tour man's just like, "Well, sir, I think you're just a little confused. You see, no one made the tower not straight." And I'm like, yeah, it's the Pride Month thing. You were born that way, blah, blah, blah. The guy's like, "Oh no, it was originally going to be straight, but now the actual tower is leaning because the foundation settled unevenly on the ground." And I'm like, "Oh," and he's like, "That's it." And I'm just like, "Well, you Italians should get better construction crews because half the shit in the city is falling apart." I really don't like to travel by plane. I always like to do it by car because my dad was always afraid of cruise ships. Guess that bitch saw Titanic too many times. So whenever I go on a trip, I always do it by car or by sometimes ferry because sometimes most of the places I travel to are in foreign continents and I have to take a boat. Honestly, I'm fine with boats. I just saw Final Destination one too many times. In one scene, this American boy gets on a plane full of French people and they start speaking French. A very odd situation to be in. Imagine asking someone, "Hey, do you have a bathroom in your house?" But then they're French people and they start to speak their language that you don't understand.